Yay! Yay!
I don't,
Oh God, you recorded that.
I did actually. I have that. I don't know how I'm gonna use that, but I'm gonna use that. It's kind of like when Nightwing was doing like his death stretch, he was making that noise, and I used that as the intro sound for the season finale of the last season.
God.
Well, I don't know, sir. Maybe we shouldn't use that recording of me making weird noises.
You know, Nightwing knows better than tell me not to use it, because when he tells me not to use things of him, I use it.
Yeah, but I'm actually applying reverse technology.
So basically, Matt, what you're saying right now is we make random noises and you record for the final episode, even though it's never ever been used. It's just going to be plopped in there for random reasons.
And this is a compilation of all the awkward noises made during the podcast you have not heard before.
Oh yeah. That's part of it. I bet he's been recording this shit in a way.
Yeah, I am recording right now because I'm trying to start the episode.
Oh, really? You're trying to start an episode? Would be a shame if someone were to talk.
I know, right? It's a shame that we're all talking right now.
Yeah. So, episode 1105, season 36 or whatever. If you're listening to this, you're in a far future, like ages ahead of us. Please tell me how the soccer event went next week, because I'm kind of curious. I want to make some money out of this shit.
While Dragon is lost in a time warp, welcome to Season 8, Episode 3 of a JAWA podcast.
Wasn't it Season 2, Episode 5?
I am, in fact, not your host.
Good, you're fired.
Yeah, but he was...
And so is our current host, because he's not doing his job. He's letting Legion do it.
But I am Legion. I am now hijacking this episode. Take it away.
You can't just hijack the episode and then tell us to take it away.
He just, what?
Sure I can.
We are so randomly distracted right now, Diab, that some outsider...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We're being hijacked?
Well, to be fair, he's just one mech. You are a dragon.
Giant Max, though.
We can take him.
And technically, my name does mean the devil, so,
All you have to do is remove the batteries.
If Heroes of the Storm is to be believed, the devil does not stand up very well against modern technology, though. Nuke it from orbit.
God damn it. Yeah.
Hey, look at it this way. At least we will have only one moment in this episode where we will actually be pulled back on track, and that was it.
What track?
Exactly.
My point. Oh man.
You have my permission.
I'm randomly watching a freaking fish. The fuck. I'm checking out 9gag watching a fish swim.
You're supposed to be working. This is your job, sir.
Job?
Well, he doesn't get paid.
I was gonna say a job requires payment, and I don't get paid.
Neither do I, and I would do it.
Yeah. People pay you not to.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's true. You don't get paid shit for this either, do you?
Nope.
So who's getting paid for all this baloney?
I think Link is still getting paid for his KFC fund.
KFC fund? Is that still a thing? Because I think I kind of cleared that fund when I went to Amsterdam the other week, but...
I thought that at this point we were using that money to fund Nightwing's therapy sessions.
Wait, he needs therapy sessions?
Wait, you didn't know?
He's dealing with us.
No, I did.
Of course he does. I mean...
What is he traumatized about this time?
What isn't he traumatized about this time?
Us, dude. Us. I mean, you really tell me right here, right now, that after this episode is being recorded, you don't go to your local mental health manager thing, guy, shrink, whatever, to tell about all the evil that we did and how it screwed your mind?
Why would we?
Oh wait, you're the devil. Never mind.
Yeah,
Carry on.
I was about to
Why
say.
would we do that? We have Doc now.
We do?
Like, we can do it internally.
But yeah, I was about to say my name is basically the personification of evil.
Pretty much.
Technically, I'm all the evil in the world, so.
But I'm just many.
So we have established the fact that you are pure evil. As for me, I don't need a shrink because I drive them insane.
You're a fire-breathing lizard, a fantasy fire-breathing lizard.
And as for Legion, I suppose you don't need a shrink because they'll just reprogram you if you show a sign of error or anything.
No, because I'm in fact so many that my processing power is far above that of you puny mortals.
Dude, you still run on batteries.
Yeah, but how many batteries and how small are they?
They'll run out if I remove them.
I'm not even going to grace that with an answer.
I thought I removed your battery already. You were quiet.
He probably has backup power.
Oh, backup.
Yeah, fucking solar energy. Although, in the Netherlands, solar energy.
You think I run on solar? You think I run on solar energy when there's nuclear power available?
Me.
Wait, so if you have a meltdown because of the nuclear power that powers you, how do we clean this up?
We don't. We'll just pretend it never happens and continue in another extra-dimensional rift.
So you want me to create another rift? Okay, got it.
It's like, this is only one of the possible timelines, right?
I'll create a rift this time, because last time Diab created a rift, we fucking wound up in some weird farm with mad cows coming at us, and one of them was a cow king. I don't know what happened there. Something went wrong.
Was that before you entered the rift that made you a JAWA?
No, that never happened. I just, stole the ropes of some poor thing and put them on for a while. It looked funny. As for the glowy yellow eyes, yeah, that's my natural look. Don't ask. So yeah, I must admit I look like a JAWA, but actually...
I forgot to mention, helicopters and planes love flying over here too. Because a plane was just flying over here. And I was just looking outside like, really? Right now?
Why are you even here?
Where are you going?
I know.
Please land safely.
I know usually the path is to fly over me every single time they get to the airport over here, but still.
Never gets old, though. What happens to me is that now and then the floor shakes because railway is right next to my house.
Not to mention now that there's construction going on outside, and in front of me is a giant crane, like literally a giant crane. Helicopters fly even more awkwardly near where I live now, like even lower or like even closer. It's like, really, there's a giant.
They're videotaping you, dude.
Oh yeah, because the crane operator, if he looks close right now, he could probably see me, because I'm looking right out at him.
They're videotaping you. They want to see what you're doing. Oh my God! They want to steal the secrets of this podcast.
No, I was about to say, are you saying that the U.S. government is spying on me, and that's the NSA?
You could say that the government is spying on you, but honestly, who is surprised?
Yeah.
So, we probably just lost everybody in the beginning of this entire episode,
Awesome!
Normally this is about the time we break either Nightwing or any of the guests. Now we just
Well, here's
I,
the whole podcast.
Well, I actually broke Nightwing like a few hours ago, but I forgot to record it. Otherwise, I would have sent it to Diab.
Well, here's the problem. All three of us never really break unless those two break, like Iron or Nightwing break completely.
Well, Nightwing broke so much twice in a row, but he almost choked. Is that good enough? So
Nope.
we can all feel good about it in spirit.
No, it didn't happen here, so it doesn't count. It didn't happen on the podcast.
He was
you drag him in here
to be on this episode, to be the person who just laughs hysterically.
I don't think we have. Oh, that's gonna be Legion.
What?
You're the most likely to laugh like a nut.
No.
Yes, you are.
And Nightwing's
What makes you think that?
I don't know. I'm not very likely to. And Diab, he's the devil. He doesn't laugh unless people are being tortured right in front of his face. And, well, I can't put you through all that again, Legion. I'm sorry.
But torturing people sounds fun.
Well,
yeah.
Guess what? We are torturing people right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, kinda. We make them suffer through all of this, and so far we've not even discussed anything.
Yeah, we're having basically what Legion is saying. Who's the one who suggested the title change? Just use last episode's title, but just switch it around a bit.
I blame Dragon.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
I
basically,
looked at
we're having a conversation about nothing in this episode.
Yeah, and we're good at that. I mean,
well, I could start conversing about giant robots, but I think the beauty and aesthetics would be lost on some of us.
I think I just went and got a short circuit there. Yeah, I did. Not you. Me.
I mean, I could start talking about the fact that, speaking of nuclear-powered robots, that I'm currently building another one.
Yeah, you could. Sure.
I just did.
I wouldn't, but you could.
I just did.
Yeah.
No, I guess
I wouldn't have.
I guess we should just mention what Nightwing added to the website while we were trying to start the episode.
What would we call it, though?
He what did he do? How far are we now? Oh, this is the what? Back to the forums.
Yeah. So basically what he did is, if I'm looking correctly, is he made a Kenobi quotes thing saying that is no moon but a space station. And he made a countdown to the clan meeting in 3 days.
Oh, it's a clan meeting. That's what it was a countdown for.
Yeah, that thing that was announced.
All I saw was soon for a long while. So I had no clue. I'm very bad at it. Wait, this Sunday? We have a clan meeting this Sunday, although by the time people hear this, it's probably past Sunday or the week before that Sunday. I don't know.
Diab.
Yep.
What?
Don't worry about it. Just take the blame.
You'll be fine, dude.
I'm just like, I actually forgot about that too, about the clan meeting.
Yeah, there's going to be a clan meeting. I was going to say be there or be square or that kind of crap. But the problem is, by the time people hear me say this, they have already either been there or not. So we could not really do much with that, could we?
So basically put it this way: Nightwing gave us nothing to talk about.
How about I give us the perfect solution? Everyone, for you, those of you who did not go to the clan meeting, you know who you are, and you are a bunch of jerks.
Hey, how am I supposed to call them dicks if you call them jerks? I mean, you're now... Dude, we already... God damn it, Diab. This is a takeover, isn't it? He's Dutch. He's got his own little words. You're kicking me out. Dick.
Oh God, I think he's on to me.
Oh my God. He has wings too. And he's got a red and yellow thing going. He's my... God damn it, Diab. And I have to find out myself. You didn't have the freaking guts to tell me yourself. This is mean. After all these years of proud service, I want my mommy. See, told you I could break him. That was more of a mental breakdown for me.
No, it wasn't even that close to breaking either, but that was funny.
See?
Usually,
this is why I'm hard to replace, so suck it.
Usually, I end up breaking myself on these episodes. It's usually with Nightwing. Me and him just keep talking about things, and I end up just saying things that just make me kill I just kill myself, basically.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem, actually. I'll inform a shrink.
In the background, you can hear the sound of Diablo going, "Not even death can save you from me." And we all know it's Diab being, killing himself, but not letting it stop him. Yeah, sounds about right.
To be fair, though, Malthael was in fact a boss that appeared later than Diablo.
Touché. But yeah.
Wait. Let me. But would it?
We just went to Diablo 3. Shut up.
I actually have a question. If the devil actually commits suicide, wouldn't that just be a form of torture because he can't die?
Well, to be fair, the devil is supposedly a fallen angel, so
I guess technically he can die.
Now, if you think about it, suiciders go to hell right away. I mean, you don't suicide and go to heaven. That would be a reward for just ending it quickly and going to heaven. That's not happening. So if you go suicide, you go to hell. So basically,
if he kills himself, he'll just end right back where he was.
There will be one change though, because then he'll be coming into the position of the punished, and he'll burn for quite a while to eventually, supposedly, either stay there or find salvation.
Legion, he's been living his entire life in hell. Don't you think he's used to the burn by now?
Yeah, but you have to look at it this way. Being in charge of hell and being the underdog of hell are two different things.
Oh, I know. I've been both. By the way, why are we discussing this, Legion? Diab, answer us this.
I have no idea.
You never tried?
I don't even know. Is it even worth to talk about the 3 JAWA things I have on this notepad?
I don't know. Why don't you answer that for yourself? Diab, is it worth talking about those 3 JAWA things you came up with?
Yes, guys. We have to cover the 3 JAWA. Otherwise, it would be a random podcast, another JAWA podcast. We want to stay official here. So, you got 3 minutes.
We've mentioned Nightwing.
Who?
Oh, all right.
Oh, hey, Nightwing. I know you're listening. Sorry.
He always listens to it. He usually listens to the episodes before he moves it to the announcements.
Does he have any power to edit or modify any of it?
No, he does not.
He can only
that's good. He'd be hearing different versions than the rest of the clan. That would be weird.
Because when I post it, that's it. You have to release it.
Release it or take it away. You get your
deal with it.
Release it or banish it into the depths
of the sun.
So the only
and then mess up his next episode count.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I bet you right now everybody's like, I wish Nightwing was here hosting this episode.
Well, if you have JAWA things to say, I'll give you permission.
Save us, Nightwing.
Well, he did offer to be here, but he didn't want to be here at the same time.
Do you need my help? I hope not.
Yeah, basically like that.
Do you want help? Because I don't feel like giving it right now.
That basically sounds like what he was telling me.
But if you really want to, I can help. Like, what is he? It's in there.
I can really help you guys if you need it, but I'm not gonna. Oh my god.
The 3 things I have typed down here is it's basically people who are returned to JAWA and 1 person who passed trials. So system. I don't know if this was even said in the last episode or anything, but I think it was not. I was paying attention when we were recording, but system passes the Guardian trial.
Yeah. So congratulations to that.
I was just gonna go down the list. He didn't have to say anything.
So that means he is now also eligible for Master Trials whenever the hell that comes out.
Yeah, a lot of people are becoming eligible for that. Dace has finally returned to JAWA after being removed for like a month or so.
Yeah.
I know that he's here, but I haven't seen much of him yet.
Dace? Oh, I've seen him around.
He's mostly on the forums right now, and for some
Fashionable
reason,
red and black.
For some reason, he still isn't on Discord. Dace, make a Discord account and get on here.
Stop living in the past.
Stop living on Skype.
Skype is for the
Skype is for communications with older people.
Are you calling me old?
Yes.
Just checking. You'll die later.
How can you kill that which is not alive? Continue, Diab.
I can make it malfunction. Anywho, Dace system, who else?
An agent comes out of retirement.
So he's now officially a zombie.
What's new? So we have our lovely agent back on duty.
What you're trying to tell me is when you retire, they kill you, and if you come out of retirement...
No, like when you leave JAWA, you die. When you, for some reason, return to JAWA, you are officially revived. However, the reason why returned members always leave quickly again afterwards is because zombies decompose rather quickly after being revived.
Yeah, that almost makes sense.
It makes sense for certain people who kept joining and leaving and joining and leaving.
And you can revive a corpse as many times as you want, but it takes some pretty powerful mental fortitude to keep a corpse going.
Yeah.
And not everyone has that.
I'm dead.
That is my that is my only explanation for this strange phenomenon.
Not anything realistic like real life or anything.
That's nonsense. What are you even on about?
I don't know.
You must be hallucinating.
Hallucinate what now?
JAWA is all.
I know, right?
So those are our announcements.
Those are the only three things I could find that was not even talked about in the last episode. For those who are still here listening, I don't know how you're even 23 minutes in at this point.
I think we should do something to congratulate their efforts.
Like what should we do?
What should we do indeed?
We could listen to me think about this for a while.
How about we all just come up with a terrible pun and give them that?
Well, I only one terrible pun. I can come up with so many.
If you come up with a terrible pun, you might make me groan in pain because I hate horrible puns. Pepsi was...
So that just makes it all the more worth it.
Pepsi was the king of saying bad jokes that hurt me physically.
Okay, well, let's see if we can live up to that potential. I came across this one fairly recently, you see. It's a very short two-line joke. I don't even need your help to perform it, so have fun with this. Australians do not have sex, Australians mate.
Crikey.
I'm done.
Yeah. You're not the only one who's done right now. Oh my god.
No, I'm not responding.
It
was, and I knew it was pretty bad. And you know what? Go ahead, make it worse.
I don't know. How could it be worse than
Surprise me.
Boo.
Remember, it's for your audience. You have to make not just Diab grown in pain, but everyone who's listening and still here.
There's nobody listening anymore.
They couldn't take 3 people having a conversation about nothing.
Hey, there are several seasons of Seinfeld out there.
All talking about nothing.
So what we're saying is pretty much all episodes of Seinfeld were conversations about nothing.
Well, yeah, they even made an episode just explaining the fact that every episode was about nothing.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is an episode of Seinfeld, basically.
This is the JAWA episode of Seinfeld.
So, all that's left is our version of Kramer walking into the room and randomly yelling something. No.
Then who the fuck are you? You're not George.
Nope. I'm no chick either. Last time I checked.
When was
that one's out. I'm probably that long lost person, family, relative, cousin, something that just pops by for one episode. And then...
No, you're in fact a very special character. You're Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg. You're a dink. You're a dink.
You know, it's a good thing I don't record a screen anymore where I'm doing audio, because I don't show whatever I'm recording.
What are you?
I was worried you were going to say.
I'm trying to look for more things to talk about right now.
I was a little worried you were saying it's a good thing I'm not recording this right now. I was like, dude, what the hell have we been talking about?
If I show people what I'm recording right now, is this a part of the form in it goes scrolling up and down a bit? I'm just trying to look for things to talk about.
Oh, that's
you have to open your mind, you know. You just take something that we know, but you can talk about a lot.
Well,
I could start talking for hours about random anime, but I'd probably leave Dragon here in the dust.
Probably be like, man, I'm out. I'm going. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back, you know. And then he comes back and we're still talking.
It'll be just... eventually it'll be not just me leaving for a lunch break, but you too, Diab, and Legion's just talking about his latest projects. And by the time we get back, say, in about 2 hours from now, he's like, and that's how you save the world. And we're like, fuck, we missed something important this time.
Well, I don't know how important the world really is, but, you know.
Wow, the oh hello thread has 165,000 views.
Holy
hello.
crap.
Oh my god, that's still...
And 524 pages.
I'm refreshing the forums right now. It's still not a moon, it's a space station. Thank you, Kenobi.
So, yeah, that is actually a thing. So, Diab, have you been looking at all the spam I'm throwing into the Discord lately?
You're throwing spam into the Discord?
Yes.
Like actual spam?
Like actual... No, not actual spam.
By the way, just a thought, have we kind of covered a thank you thing in the congratulations area?
I don't even think it's ever been talked about, actually.
I don't
No, it hasn't, has it?
You actually
We've got a thing!
We've got a thing to talk about right now. I'm not sure we covered this. I'm checking the forums right now, came up with this. I'm the hero of this freaking podcast, and I'm about to get removed because clearly Legion's going to take over eventually. Freaking hijack.
Don't get cocky now, sir.
No, but seriously, guys, this is this has been introduced. This is the thing.
It's been introduced by God as an idea.
I think it has been introduced back in April. early April, apparently. This was an idea by, it seems to
My
be
dog.
Doc's idea.
Yeah, he was about showing appreciation for people who did a good job rather than just showing your disappointment at people who didn't do a good job.
That's one mean way of saying it. But so far, a few people have actually used the service since. Only 5 times has it been used. One of them being by yours truly, me, because I wanted to thank Doc for the opportunity to be able to thank people rather than,
Yes,
So
because
yeah,
Doc has invented the notion of being thankful. Never
Yeah.
before in our lives have we been able to show gratitude.
Exactly. Thank you for pointing that out, Legion.
So for the first time ever in JAWA history, we're able to finally show gratitude instead of hatred.
Like,
No.
exactly.
That's not how I meant it, though.
Well,
I mean, we've seen some dramatic leave posts and all that where we list up everyone we don't want to thank, but
you
Tuck
actually
probably
read
was
that?
thinking something like, why wait until then? Why not sooner? I don't know. I don't know
Yes,
what
that's
inspired him
great.
to do this, but it's a nice idea. It's a way to show appreciation for what someone has done, right? Like, let's say I, for example, have to leave the server because, late in the evening, and I call upon a fellow admin like, could you come over and, and if I notice it's the same guy all the time covering for me, I would like, I would make a post saying, thank you, dear admin, for, taking over and when needed, and yeah, something like that, a little bit of appreciation. On that note, I may have to think about who that is because there's several doing that exactly.
Hashtag, thank you for having a schedule that allows you to be online at a time like that.
Example, just an example, but the idea
I think my best form of abuse for this would be that if someone makes an overblown leaving post and rages while doing so, but I would make a thank you post. Thank you for finally leaving the clan.
Thank you for shortening your stay. But what also would be a great example is, I mean, there's a few people in this clan, I'd say about 7 or 8 or so, that are actually taking the time to, entertain everyone with just random banter or a little bit of chats. I wouldn't call it a podcast, but then again, I would. Now, if these people were to receive any form of thanks on, say, this area, we would appreciate it on behalf of the podcast. So thank you for thanking us.
Are you literally claiming thanks for yourself right now? You arrogant bastard!
I was more or less taking it more like, are you trying to tell me to make a post to thank everybody that's been on the podcast?
No, I want our fans to thank us, basically.
I think the moment you asked to be thanked, you just lost your rights to get a thank you.
By the way, we screwed up this episode. I don't think we're going to get that anywhere near this season. No, but seriously, on a good note, though, this is a great idea being set in motion. And the last one, thanking someone, was on May the 7th, but it's in an early stage, I suppose. I mean, it's kind of getting off the ground. It's only been awake for a month or two, and 5 times it's been used, so it's getting there. But I like the idea, so big thumbs up there. Yeah. Let's scroll on what else is new.
I think the reason why there are not that many thank you posts yet is because people aren't quite sure when it's appropriate to write a post like that, or when it's better to just say thank you to the person in question at that given moment.
Yeah, I suppose
because we've always been helpful. Like most of us, at least, have always been helpful towards each other. So it kind of actually starts feeling normal at some point.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's easy to take for granted what someone does. I mean, most of you will probably notice this whatever work you do, you just do your job and yada yada yada, and nothing special. But the moment something goes a little wrong, you get commented on that, like, "Dude, what have you done? Blah blah blah. This is supposed to go like that." You know, you never get a good comment like, "Hey, great job." No, it's always when something goes wrong when they mention it.
No, it's more like the opposite, actually.
Lucky you.
No,
Wait,
it's
they
more like
expect you to
everyone
fuck up?
compliments me for doing my regular job. And I'm like, this is my regular job. Why are you complimenting me for this? I'm supposed to do this. They're paying me to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but sometimes, there are some
Yeah.
jobs that are just ungrateful jobs. You have to admit they're in there. There's lots of them.
Like being admin.
Oh, don't get me started. Nah, no, just kidding. Admin is actually, if you do it right, you get comments like, "Hey, thanks for shutting that guy up."
Although, I'll be honest, my favorite comments are one of people reporting me.
Oh my god, don't get that started. I don't know if you covered that last time, but Mr. freaking Pony. Fluttershy,
it was so
ridiculous.
worth it,
Oh, that was... The only thing I can comment is, you know what Fluttershy is.
Well,
You
if you don't
dink.
know, well... Oh yeah, on that note, I'll segue straight out of that. The Christmas event that I made specifically to abuse my Fluttershy skin and force people to use it as well has now been officially used by the ambassadors as a regular event. Which means that is turning into a regular event as well, so people can perform it.
You mean a pony hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's. I noticed that. I was like, hey, pony hunt.
I helped setting that up. I was like, well, great. The first event I'm participating in on the server again in ages, and it's not even counting.
Oh. And you're the event manager. Oh my god.
Luckily, I can get away with counting my Cards Against Humanity days as events.
Dick.
Hey, it's not like you didn't like playing that game.
It's genius, though. I love that game. Oh man.
So we just had more content added because segueing.
Yeah. So I am being replaced, aren't I? Although I came up with the first content, didn't I? So
I think we should.
Diab's gonna get fired, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well,
Diab is not saying enough.
You're both having a two-man episode right here, and I have nothing to add to what you guys are saying.
Well,
I'm technically being forced out right now.
Oh, it's just a Dutch thing.
Dragon, say something to involve him.
Jeez, it's so hot in here. It looks like the devil's work or something.
No. I'm not talking about his character.
Oh.
This is why I needed Iron in this episode, because I can work off of him easier than you, both of you.
Irony.
Iron Man.
Yeah, those who are still here, Iron was supposed to be on this episode, but due to real life things, he couldn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go out to Iron Skull, 86.
What happened to the other 85?
We don't talk about
I need
the
to
other 85.
Can one of you at the same time? I mean, it works better if you don't both reply at the same time. What happened to the other 85?
You want your suggestion first, Diab?
I got nothing. That's all I can say. We don't talk about the other.
Well, my explanation is, where do you think all those Mountain Dew cans that he drinks come from?
Oh my god.
That's actually pretty bad.
That's dark.
God, not even I would go that far.
And he's the devil?
Legion as Edgelord Grimclaw.
Yeah, holy. That just took a dark turn that even I didn't expect. You're awesome.
And then afterward, by the way, afterwards, the cans are used to create more of Legion.
You metal slug.
So what you're saying is Iron Skull is a part of you.
Well, 85 Iron Skulls are a part of him.
All the other ones.
Except for
So
the
how
current
don't you
one.
get along with Legion? I mean, oh my God, Legion! Now I get your name. He's our Legion of Iron Skulls.
No. Iron Skull and I used to get along very well, but then he discovered what I was made of.
Oh
That
my
explains
gosh.
a lot.
A little too much.
He can't look because he's technically looking at himself, the last 85 of himself.
Oh my God.
Like all his past selves, and he's like, regrets. So many. But yeah,
Iron Man does whatever an iron can. Can he sling from a web? He's a can. What the fuck? Look out. That was an iron can.
No, but like thoughts out to Iron Skull and whatever he is currently dealing with.
He's I don't know, probably ironing. I give up.
The sweet sales of irony. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Yeah.
So
what else can we talk about?
Maybe you guys have heard. There's this there's a little bit of news about a certain avian variety. There's the word. Okay, I had to do that.
Don't make me slap you, sir.
From across the internet. Oh boy.
Across the internet, I am an admin.
I'm not on the server. You can't touch me.
It's the internet. Anything can happen.
That's solid.
That's cryptic. That's
So
not a moon, that's a space station.
So, is the weather in Hawaii as hot as it is over here in Europe, in the Netherlands?
How hot is it over there?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is an interesting question, but how is he going to know this?
Well, over here right now, it was pretty unbearable the last few days, but right now, at this exact moment, it's somewhat bearable, but it's because it's 9 p.m., so it's cooling down.
Like, what was the temperature?
More of a night like.
Apparently right now, according to my freaking phone, it's 15, but it's been well over 20 the whole day, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's been bleeding hot last weekend. It was
over 20, definitely. Like, you have to understand.
I'd say near to 30.
Like, I work full in the sun on a campsite as a groundkeeper, and that is not fun. Not in the
full sun. He's a groundskeeper, really?
Yeah? You'd be surprised.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's camping season.
So what do you do there?
I take care of plants.
Plants?
Mow the grass, make sure the foliage doesn't get out of hand. Keep watch over people on the campsite itself so that they don't do really weird things, or make sure that they're like signed in. You know. And if all of that is already done, I'll cut some wood, mess around with said cut wood, or do some data processing on the inside of the of a car. So yeah, I work. I'm not getting paid for it though.
No, kind of a volunteer thing, or.
I'm trying to see what the temperature is over here right now, because Google and my phone is conflicting.
Which one do you trust more?
Well, to be fair, Google and my phone are only off by 1. Because since
I actually have a bot, but I can ask what the weather is right now in your region if I know the initials of it.
Well,
I'm not going to type it.
Since you guys use Celsius, and I've been learning how to use Celsius, so it's my phone says it's 26. Google says it's 27.
That's yuck.
And humidity is 61%.
That sounds even more horrible than it does here.
Well, it is Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's sort of its thing.
I'm currently looking at
last summer was unbearable. Like, it was worse than the previous summer. Like, it was so hot. I had like maybe 3 fans on me. It didn't work. I was still sweating.
Yeah. Like, last year, I used to live on the 4th floor, so the top floor of a building, and around midday,
That's where the heat goes.
The sun would be like straight on my window, and there was no air conditioning, and the building was poorly ventilated, or isolated. So it was almost like you'd faint just sitting there for more than an hour.
Dude, I know that feel, man. I'm sleeping on the attic. You can toss open all windows, put on a fan, and pray to God it's gonna be survivable.
Well,
it's not.
Just sleeping in an attic is different from actually having to live in the attic all the time.
I kind of live in the attic. I'm sorry.
So
I'm looking.
Like last previous nights were very hot too. Like when we went to sleep, you basically just slept with no blanket or anything. You just couldn't. You would sweat to death in that.
Oh man, yeah. I how often have I not kicked off the blankets because they were too freaking hot, and I just sheets and slept on the bed, and
I've actually been coping. Like, I'm not even using my I've like bundled up my blanket on one side and my pillows on the other, and whenever I get too sweaty on one side, I'll just roll over and start sleeping on top of my blanket instead.
Well, better the blankets than the pillows.
So I'll just alternate. But yeah, it's like I used to, like last year, what I used to do is like I'd sleep through most of the day, like on the tallest point, and then at night when the sun was going down, I'd wake up and actually start doing stuff.
I'm checking out some random stuff that might be interesting to mention for the podcast. But even the on this day thing barely has anything.
Well, I can just start conversation, so that's okay. Just keep looking, and we'll keep this going as we go.
I would like to mention before the end of the episode, because who knows how much longer we're gonna go. But next episode, Nightwing will return, so no more torture for all of you.
Oi.
Aye.
It's fair enough. In the form of me hosting, because I usually come with no plan. Like I think this is gonna be the season I'm coming with no plan.
Dude, you have a plan. You just hire me, some other guy, and that's your filler crew, and you just let it go. I didn't say it was a good plan.
Let it go. The episode's going nowhere.
See, told you. Wasn't a good plan.
Well, the episode never really got started. We're still at the train station waiting for the train to leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the JAWA podcast episode.
And then we find out that this was in fact not a train station, but just a road.
This wasn't a train station. This was a fucking train wreck.
Well, we can't. But if this were a train wreck, people wouldn't be able to look away. So we'd be doing our job right.
Well, that's one way to reduce this to crap.
Yeah.
No, I think at some point me and Diab should just have an episode where we talk about anime.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
we're going to alienate everybody except for those who you converted to watch anime.
Oh, that's a few people. Those are people that would watch the podcast.
Yeah, we'll probably only get like 5 views and that's it.
I'll just keep reviewing that same episode.
Keep refreshing the page.
Artificially inflating the views.
Oh, you bastard. That's how you do that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I do inform everyone I know about what podcast are.
Has anyone been to the JAWA League at all from the podcast crew? Last league? I'm checking out the results here.
I was asleep, so no, not me.
I was barely there. I was playing.
My last JAWA League was like 2011.
Holy shit, that was your last... Holy shit, you've been out for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't been to a league in like 6 years.
You've actually tried to get there, haven't you?
To be fair, it's pretty predictable who's going to win.
Yeah, dual tournament.
To be fair, I've lost all motivation in trying to when I was getting very close to winning the dual tournament one year, and then Shadow kicked me on the ground and lunged me when I was on the ground, killing me.
That's a shitty way to go.
He apologized.
Besides, now you actually have to beat Water to win the dual tournament. So have fun with that.
Water's not.
That would take me a lot of training to to even stand a chance against him.
He's just the JAWA championship. The tournament is something else. Tournament. We had the final match apparently between Elfenlied and Nightwing, which Elfenlied won, and he got his tail kicked by Water, who remained champion for the 6th month in a row.
What a surprise! Oh, there goes my hands.
6 months. I don't think anyone has ever managed to hold on to the title that long. Although in the past we did have guys like High, whose staff was amazing back in the day.
The two people who've held on to the championship the longest is High and Bloodraven.
And I was going to say Bloodraven is the other staffer that I remember.
Yeah, Bloodraven
but
held
you
it
know
for
why?
10 months, I think.
It's because Water is literally following the advice from Bruce Lee to be like Water to the letter.
Why don't we just drink him?
Why don't we use him and shatter him?
I wasn't there for the FFA events either, but the winners so far apparently have been Water for Single Heaven. Dualies was won by Stormy, who's managed to win it for the first time. Staff Alphenlead, the Malay Heaven or Malay or whatever, was won by Frosty, and I recall hearing something about it being a Grand Slam, but I may have... I don't know. And Freestyle was won by Water. At this point in time, I arrived at the league for a little checkup, see what was going on. I was a little busy before that. The tag team tournament was just getting on the way. I did not join it myself, but Wolfie was tagged with Water and managed to win the tournament. It was a short tournament because there were barely any people. Then we moved on to the darts map. This is where I was. Is where I was actually at. I was kind of distracted a little bit, so I came in when the third throw was made or something. The score set then was by Wolfie was 1820, and I was like, "What the hell? That's amazing!" And I was like, "I'm not gonna beat this. What the hell?" But then I was like, well, then I realized we could stand anywhere on that platform. There were 3 force. The whole force field fence thing was up, and there weren't any restrictions as to whatever. We could just repeat our throw 5 times in a row and go for luck. I luckily on the first throw figured out where the double 20 would land, so I hit that. So I was like, if I do the same throw 5 times over, I would win with 2,000. That's amazing. I'll try this. Now on my second throw, I let go a little sooner and I was like, oh shit! And it landed on a triple. Then I tried again, and at the same time I stopped, and another triple. I caught on to this and threw my third triple in a row, and then when I thought I had a hang of it, the last one went a little stray and landed in a double. So that's 3 triples, 2 doubles. I ended up finishing with a masterful score of 2,600 points, which is the apparently second highest score ever. I wish I was there for the highest score. I don't know who that was, but that must have been one heck of a score. I still want to beat that. But yeah, I kind of won that one. I had to go because mates of mine invited me over for Heroes of the Storm. But the sniper event was amazing because a score of 22 seconds was made by Alphen, and he wasn't the only one in the double digits apparently, because Mason got a second place with 16, and Frosty had 14 seconds. So that's
doesn't that actually mean not that the dodging was great, but that the aim was just.
I'm trying to keep it positive, man.
Well, that's because that's your job. My job is the opposite.
Yeah. So that's why I'm still not fired. Okay, got it.
Exactly.
And I missed the other stuff too, and apparently it was epic. And I'm trying to make up what happened, but either way, it was apparently a great league. I wasn't there myself, obviously, but when I was there, I had some fun, and I'm probably not gonna attend the next league either, depending on the weather, because if it's hot enough, I'll definitely be at the beach baking myself to a crispy little bacon.
Some dragon you are.
Just checking to see if I'm still fireproof, mate.
You know, of all my years in JAWA, I've only ever won one league event.
Which was that?
Tag team.
Who were you tagged with?
I tagged back then a long time ago. I don't think you remember him because I don't even know if you were back in JAWA yet. But I was with Edgar Cole.
Huh? Sorry?
Yeah, that was his name, Edgar Cole or something like that. And I had a chance to win 2 other times because I found out if me and Zoo teamed up together, we usually made it to the finals. But one time we faced Bala when he was alone, so he had 2 lives.
Oh, that guy is a beast.
And I actually took him out right in the beginning. I got a good lucky overhead and killed him instantly. And then when he came back in his second life, he killed me and Zoo easily. Like, he just came back with a vengeance.
Oh, you just poked a bear and he woke up.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
But I've learned, me and Zoo, for some reason, we can make it to the finals. Like, we're perfect tag team. But when it comes to the finals, we choke.
Oh, I know that feel, man.
It's like, I'm like, we are like the perfect tag team because we understand each other and we know how good we are, so we know when to tag each other out. But when it comes to the finals, I don't know. It's like we're both nervous or something.
You're fighting against the other guy that made it to the finals. That's not something to take lightly. I first time I ever won the tag team event was when we could still pick our partners, and me and Arcadia used to train a lot together and stuff, so we tagged up and we nailed it.
I have not heard in a long time.
I have no experience with winning anything in the league.
Oh, you poor thing. Now you're left out. No, but Arcadia though, here's a funny little thing. I think it was on one of my visits as a ambassador, which I recently became. Thanks for the invite to the interview or anything. Yeah, excellent. Something happens to a member of the podcast. Let's not mention it. Think. No, but I visited one of the servers and I saw this skin. I was like, I know this skin. I was there when it was being made. Someone was wearing Arcania's skin, but there was a little moment in JAWA history when Arcania went by the name Angel. So he was like, no, this is not Arcania's skin. This is the skin is called Angel and stuff. And I was like, yeah, can you check who made it? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, that's my buddy who made it for Angel/Arcania back in. Oh, cool. Well, so I ran into the skin again. That was kind of funny. Never expect. I never really removed the skin apparently. So that was kind of funny. Yeah. we're really running out of material, aren't we?
Well, don't worry. We just hit 1 hour.
Oh, we did!
I'll add one last thing. Lately, the people on the Twitch streaming team have gotten a bit more active again. So lots of people can look forward to seeing random live streams from their fellow JAWA members.
Oh, awesome.
Either Star Wars related or non-Star Wars related.
Oh, side note, Legion, if you need me for like backup comments or anything, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm still part of that crew, apparently.
I'll know where to find you, which is apparently a beach.
Yep. Now, I'll if I'm online when you're about to start or something, when you've already started, feel free to poke me and I'll jump right in.
I'll be sure to bring my very much heated up cow crawler.
Bring a cattle prod, sure, why not? Anyways, what else do we have to cover?
Well,
Apparently,
it's kind of funny how we spent like the first half hour really talking about nothing, and then when we finally we started talking about weather, JAWA League, and other things. It's like finally found subjects in the end. It just took us half an hour.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
started up right, and I just sort of did, I guess.
I think we got the idea here before we even began recording. We had the idea of, well, let's just record and see what happens.
And as always, somehow it gets saved in the second half.
Yeah, I know, right?
The problem is, of course, is that you're supposed to catch people's interest in the first half.
Well,
where's the fun in that?
Well, it's very easy. We just make a footnote, start at the second half.
No.
Yeah.
No. Only true fans will sit through the torture.
I know an episode, a name for this episode. Second half, most interesting.
No, I seriously want to call it having a conversation about nothing.
Conversation about nothing with Legion this time.
Second halves only. We're just brainstorming the name now. We've drifted off to that part of this episode again where we don't know shit and we're just...
Dragon, go throw out your trademark dick real quick.
I think I already called someone a dick earlier.
Do it again for good measure.
What? Do it again what?
Do it again for good measure.
Oh, you want to measure my dick?
Sounds good enough for me. Go ahead.
It's not like you can call these words on command. You have to actually earn yourself the right to be called. Oh, you've stopped recording now, haven't you?
No, because I
somehow half expected you to right now.
Hey,
you're a dick like that.
Bitch, don't tell him
That's
what to
how you do it. Huh?
Bitch, don't tell him what to do.
Dick. Please. Yeah, I could say bitch, please.
There, I got it.
Wow, that was his...
You were late because I already called...
Goal.
His goal is to be called a dick.
Roll credits.
Dude, if you want to be called a dick so much, go to high school.
It was terrible.
No,
For them.
only thing missing now apparently would be me ranting so that we could end the episode. But what about if I were to completely shut up right now?
Well, that would be a disappointment, really.
Yeah, there would be no end to this.
You know what? You know what would be ironic? If the video wasn't finished and it would just suddenly end right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Diab can decide that the video isn't finished.
But why?
I think he's done recording right now.
Why would it end when I actually have something to talk about that I've been saving till the end of the episode?
Go ahead, fire.
You just say your little thing. We listen and we then
this
have
is
me
something
ranting.
Me and Nightwing have been talking about for a while. Well, I've been thinking about and talking to Nightwing about for a while.
Oh, I'm gonna get fired.
No, but someone's gonna get hired.
Huh? Oh my god, no. No.
Don't threaten him.
No.
No.
You are replacing me.
No, actually, no, I'm not replacing you, but
Dick.
Legion, do you still want to be on the podcast?
Well, yeah, that's sort of what I've been going for since I joined JAWA, haven't it?
All right. I guess because I talked to Nightwing and he said, yeah, we should just allow you to be a permanent member at this point. And I told him, I will tell you in this episode at the end that you are hired finally.
I sadly enough did not bring my my soundboard with Fire Emblem effects to do the class up sound, so we'll have to imagine that one. Da 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 da.
Diab, you just added in some Final Fantasy victory
No,
thingy.
not Final Fantasy. I demand a Fire Emblem-esque class up sound.
Oh, burn in hell. That's your Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Oh, Del, you'll just melt. Now, but Legion, to be fair here, apparently you're getting hired. That means that within now and 2 episodes, I'm gonna get kicked off. So let me take this moment while I still have time.
Let's all bask in silence for
Dude,
Dragon.
Dude, I don't have too much left to say because I'm gonna get kicked off soon. So please let me finish. For once, somebody let me finish. I know that sounds so wrong, but Legion, you've been aspiring to join us, and I couldn't find a reason not to freaking see that happen because you're always on the freaking Discord, active as fuck, or sometimes barely awake. But you're there, man, and when we talk, just you and me randomly, you're funny as hell. Keep that up. Welcome to the crew, man.
You're
Right?
seeing that like purgatory is a fun place to be.
Dude, that's the only place I'll ever go. Think about it. I've told you before. Heaven won't have me because, reasons. And hell's afraid I'll take over, so it's purgatory or nothing.
You're in luck because I am in fact the one with the drill that pierces the heavens. I'll break us a path in.
They'll kick me out again.
What's the matter?
Well,
About getting in there. Let's stay in there.
Anyways, Diab.
Hmm?
Good call.
I was very picky. I was still thinking up to this point. Am I gonna do this? and then I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Of course.
I need to stop thinking about it. Just do it.
Yeah, that's the problem, Diab, with a podcast. You don't have to think. You just do, and it'll work out somehow.
Give me an actual job.
This episode has been an example of that.
Give me an actual job that I can willingly perform, damn it!
That sounds like a pathetic sum up of your life.
Oi!
Am I wrong?